Welcome to your community. This is your hometown. This is Walton Entertainment. This is where you can hear from the community and those making a difference. We explore topics, local festivals, arts and entertainment, and local news. For this program and much more, visit us online at yourlocalstream.com. That's yourlocalstream.com.
Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Welcome to Hodges Family Dentistry at 1190 West Spring Street, Monroe, Georgia. Telephone number is 770-267-6318. Here at Hodges Family Dentistry, we provide an assortment of dental services like partials, dentures, extractions, cleanings, crowns, and complete mouth restorations. So please, come join the Hodges family. And from my family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Hi, I'm Jody Johnson. I'm here with another recreation report. Today I want to focus on, believe it or not, the spring. It doesn't feel like spring outside, especially with this cold front that's come down. The weather's awful. And so we are concentrating on our spring, even though our winter basketball is going right now, going strong, and we'll play up until the Saturday before the Christmas break, and then we'll pick it up when the kids come back to school and finish up our season through February. But spring registration is here. So you'll see the flyer on the screen, but I want to talk about it a little bit. We start with our 4-year-olds, with our 4-year-old girls, and the control date is December 31st on that. How old you are by December 31st, 2022. And then with the boys, we start at 4 years old, but you have to be 4 by April 30th, 2023. So that gives you a little more time. And again, we don't set those dates. Well, we do set those dates, but it's based on the association that we participate with. So that's why those dates are set the way they are. And then we go all the way up through 18-year-olds on the boys' side. You still have to be in school, and then you can participate with us. And on the girls, we go up to age 15. And that's for our baseball and our softball program. So make sure you get registered for that. Our 4-year-old program costs $65, and then our all the rest of the boys' programs cost $95, which is considerably less than most of our neighboring counties. So it's a great deal, and that provides you a shirt and shorts, and then another item for the girls, and then a shirt and a hat for the boys. And then we participate in our 12 games and then the end of the season tournament. Along with our spring baseball and softball, we have a couple other sports. We have our soccer that plays at all 3 areas, Monroe, Loganville, and Social Circle. Some of the older age groups consolidate and play only at Felker, just because that's where the facilities are. But we do have some of the younger age groups that play in their home parks. So that's something we've tried to do just to make it a little easier on the parents. And the teams are a little smaller with the younger age group soccer. Sometimes it's 6 where they play 3-on-3, and then some are 4-on-4. So we do that to make it a little easier for those kids to learn the game and to get to be able to participate and be able to handle the ball. We also have our track and field, which predominantly runs at some of the high school tracks. A lot of times it's at the Monroe area high school track. We average around 70-75 kids that normally sign up for our track program, and then they run 6 or 7 track meets throughout the region here. Usually we'll go to Jefferson once or twice, and then maybe Morgan County. We may even host one of those tracks. We've hosted the district track meet on several occasions here at one of our high schools. So it's not a whole lot of traveling involved in that. They usually do that on a Saturday. Most of them focus on at least 2 running events and then 1 field event. So if that's something you're interested in, you come in and you practice a couple days a week, maybe 3 days a week, just to get some of the conditioning in, and then you participate in some of those track meets on Saturday. So it's an up and coming thing. It keeps the kids busy and in shape, and it's something they can work on even at home on a lot of those running events. If it's something you want to do, whether it's a little more endurance, the kids can go out and work on that at home, or if it's some of the sprints, the stretching, it really keeps them in shape. So if that's something you think your child may be interested in, make sure you register. Our registration dates are January 7th through January 13th. There's no guarantee after that January 13th that any spots are available. And I will tell you, some of the West Walton younger baseball and softball fills up extremely fast. So make sure you see the January 7th date. You can register from home, You go to waltoncountyga.gov, you create an account if you already don't have one, and then you can register right there online. So you don't even, and then you'll get all the prompts, and all the information will be emailed to you once you've registered online. So it's a very simple process. You still can come into one of our centers. All 3 centers are open, and you can come right in and register online. Somebody will help you create an account, and then sign you up. It's still done online, but we'll assist you in that process. Some people want to do that. Some people want to talk to about volunteering. We are always in need of volunteer coaches, especially even in the track and field, where we need parents to step up and do that. In the soccer program, in the baseball and the softball, we're constantly needing, if it's not even being a head coach, just being an assistant coach. We could really utilize you. And if you're looking for another job, I believe it or not, we really struggle with getting officials these days. In our soccer program, in our baseball and softball program, if you're interested and it pays very, very well these days. The cost of getting an official now has gone up probably 50% over the last 5 years. So they make somewhere around $25 to $30 an hour. So if you're looking for a part-time job, you love the sport, maybe your kids have grown out of it, and you just want to come out and do that, we'd love to have you. We've seen a lot of folks come back and do that. It's a great way to have a part-time job and to be a part of the program. And you're really helping us out if you're interested in doing that. We'll get you an assigner. They'll have some classes, some refresher classes. They'll show you what uniforms that you need to purchase to do that. And so it's a great part-time gig. We'd love to have you volunteer or officiate. So just for that, you can come by our office or call our office, and we'll get you in touch with the people that do the training for the officiating. But if you want to coach, you can go online. There is a place to fill out the volunteer application, and you send that in. You eventually will have to come in the office so we can do the background checks and things that we have to do to ensure all of our kids are safe. But we hope everyone will get into registration for our spring sports program. Don't miss it. There will be a few spots open after January 13th, but it may not be in the park that you want to be in. So make sure you try to get in on time. We'd love to see you then. I will say that the weather may be cold and rainy and wet outside, but it's a perfect 70 degrees inside. So come and join our community centers. I know everybody's looking at those New Year's resolutions that I'm going to get in shape. I need to get fit. I'm not getting any younger. I only have one body. All the things that may motivate you, that you want to come in and use our community centers. I promise you're not going to find a better deal anywhere. If you're over age 60, it's absolutely free. You just have to buy a one-time membership card. If you're under 60 for your family, it's only $2 a week per family. So it's prorated from January through July. So it's roughly $50 for you to join the community center for the 6 months, and that's for your family, and that's for all 3 community centers. So it's a great place to come and exercise. Just walk, shoot some basketball if you want to during the day, or to use the Nihilus equipment. Or most of ours have a lot of free weights as well, whether it's dumbbells or the bench presses and those things that we have at these community centers. So you can go online at waltoncountyga.gov to learn more about it, and we hope to see you at the community center. We hope to see you at spring registration. So until next time, thank you very much.
Hey Walton County, it's Patrice Broughton, your Public Information Officer here with another Walton County update. Today we'll start with our December 6th board meeting, and then we'll go into some highlights of 2020. So at the December 6th board meeting, all of the commissioners were present. We had a request for joint funding of a gang/violent crime prosecutor with a presentation given by our district attorney, Randy McGinley, and it was approved. We had a few planning commission recommendations. The first being a recommendation for approval with conditions of a rezone of 92.012 acres from A1 to R1 OSC, and the applicant owner was Reliant Homes, and it was located at Broadnax Mill Road. And the conditions were that the developer was to add a restriction to the covenants that no more than 20% of the homes in the subdivision be rented at any one time. There will be landscape buffers to be added to the right-of-way. where there are no existing trees, and upon final determination of subdivision entrance, address possibility of adding screening, a turn lane, etc. And it was also revised by the developer to landscape the buffer to be outside of the right-of-way and revise the site plan with the new entrance located across from the church. That was approved by the Board of Commissioners. We also had a recommendation for approval of 3.79 acres from A1 to R1 to create a 1.2 acre buildable lot, and the applicant owner was Mary Alexander. Property was located at 2057 Beaumac Court, and it was approved by the Board of Commissioners. We had an annexation for the applicant Split Silk Properties, LLC, for 5.84 acres located at 4900 Highway 78, Loganville. The applicant was Mark Myers with 2.5 acres located at 4706 Highway 81, and applicant Mark Myers again with 10 acres located at 4746 Highway 81, Loganville, and those annexations were approved. The Board of Commissioners heard a recommendation from the Human Resources Department from Condrey and Associates, and that resulted in a pay raise for all employees, and that pay raise was a 6% increase for all employees across the board. That was approved by the board. And we also had a change to the enabling legislation for the county. Chairman Thompson and the Board of Commissioners changed the title of chairman to one of a part-time chairman from a full-time chairman, with a decrease in salary that would be $30,000 annually with no vehicle. And they also had a change in enabling legislation to authorize the purchase of contracts from $5,000 currently to $25,000. They also approved a Walton County ethics policy and code of conduct for the Board of Commissioners, as well as approve the resolution for the possible acceptance of our lost agreement with the cities. That was the end of the board meeting, but we did have a State of the County address at the Chamber Luncheon on December 8th, and I would like to share some information from our annual report with everyone. This information can be found online at on our website at www.waltoncountyga.gov, and I'll just go over the highlights. Our general fund revenues for 2022 through October were $67,914,593, and our general fund expenditures were $61,783,164. And you can find the breakdown of the revenues and expenditures in the annual report. Our general fund balance is at $49,642,135. Again, Walton County had a record year for our general fund balance. Chairman Thompson did a great job of explaining why we need that in our general fund. We are looking possibly at a recession, and that helps us keep our credit rating at a high level, as well as allow us to operate at our current level if there were a recession. Also want to highlight some of the things that our county manager as well as Chairman Thompson achieved in 2022. One of them being a $42 million grant with state and federal funds to help fund the building of the Hard Labor Creek Water Treatment Plant. We also have some funds in the tune of $9.1 million that's going to go towards the Water and Sewer Authority upgrading water lines, GIS mapping, and a water tower in the Campton area. We also bought and purchased several buildings in the county that will be used for county operations. One of them was an existing county building, but we did some renovations on Courthouse Annex 1 on Court Street that will house the Planning and Development Department. They will commence operations in that building after the first of the year. We were able to acquire the old VFW building that will become a Walton County Employee Health Clinic that will be for employees and their families. And we also purchased the old architects building on Washington Street that will be used for our human resources department. And the reason being is we are outgrowing the building out on Hammond Drive, and the district attorney's office was running out of space. So Human Resources moved out of that building, so you can now find them on East Washington Street. We've had a lot of progress in the county. We also built a new extension office out at Criswell Road, so they will commence their operations in their building in 2023. The county is growing. We continue to offer the best services that we can, and as always, if you have any questions for us here at the Board of Commissioners office, you can give us a call at 770-267-1301. And we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
On behalf of Walton County Animal Control, we'd like to wish you and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas!
Okay, good afternoon everybody. It's December 15th and we are here at Piedmont Walton's new facility. So I'm gonna kind of turn it over to Rose and she's gonna let y'all know a little bit about it.
Hey you guys, I'm Rose Dennis, Executive Director for Patient Services here at Piedmont Walton. So glad to have all of you guys come and join in with us in opening up our new facility. We're so excited about it. We got a great team here, and we're going to let our manager of rehab services talk to you guys about it a little bit. Our bariatric coordinator is going to also talk to you guys about what she does in this space. So we're just so glad to have you guys here and sort of have you guys join in with us on how we are growing in the Piedmont Walton and the Walton area. And so glad to have Piedmont here. So thank you guys.
Yeah, so I'm Courtney Fuller. I'm the rehab manager here at Piedmont Walton. So thank you guys all for coming and showing up. We appreciate it. This is our new space, our bigger and better, renovated, beautiful outpatient physical therapy, occupational therapy, and bariatric dietitian services. Correct? Correct. Okay. So mouthful. Make sure I say everything. So we offer all those services here. We see patients of all kinds, orthopedic, neurological, gait training, anything you needed. This is our wonderful team right here. I can introduce everybody. Yay! So this is Beth Bradbury. She's one of our PTs. This is Leanne Roberson. She's one of our Robertson. I've only known her for 10 years. One of our PTs. This is Valerie Martinez, one of our OTs. Brittany Cowgill, an OT. Laura Carter, PT. Jenna Thomas, OT. Clara Dudak, PTA. Kathy Burton, who is our wonderful, she's the one that keeps everybody in line, right? Schedules everybody. We love Kathy. She's our favorite patient access
Call
service.
on the phone, you're going to talk to me.
Yes, yes. And this is Alex. She's our fantastic rehab aide that just helps support us every day. So thank you guys again for coming, and I'm going to lead it over to Kenna.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate our gratitude for all of you coming out to support us with the new opening of this space.
the merger of the rehab team and the nutrition clinic together, I think it's already been such a synergistic benefit for our clients. Our providers in the area actually do an excellent job of referring to these ancillary clinics, and for the patients who get referred to both, it's really been a one-stop shop for them to be able to come in and do both appointments at the same time. Our nutrition clinic is actually staffed by both registered dietitian and a certified diabetes educator. While we can provide therapeutic nutrition counseling for a variety of diseases and conditions, we do specialize in diabetes and weight management. And under the umbrella of weight management, we work with a lot of patients who are both working on lifestyle habits to improve their weight, but also people in our surgical weight loss program. And we are very proud of our surgical weight loss program. We're in our 4th year of national accreditation as a center of excellence. And I think all of this whole building is just a reflection of all that Piedmont, Walton, and the healthcare system is doing to serve our community. So thank you all for being here.
Thanks. Thank you. Are y'all ready to cut the ribbon? Yes. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, welcome to Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. We're getting close to Christmas. By the time you see this, we will have just a few days left for Christmas shopping. We will be closed, of course, on Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve we will be open until at least 2 or until the crowd thins out. So we tend to be pretty busy on Christmas Eve, but we do try to close early. So count on us being here on Christmas Eve till 2 o'clock, and hopefully we can close soon after that. We have over 70 local artists and makers in our shop, in the Christmas shop, and then in the year-round gift shop. Everything is made by our local members here. I would say most of the items, if not almost all of them, are under $35. That's in the Christmas shop. We do have some more expensive pieces up in the regular shop, but as a rule, most of the items here are really, really affordable. Of course, they're very unique and one of a kind and handmade, hand painted, hand created by our artists and makers here that are members here. And I'd say about 80% of them, maybe even 90, are local here in Walton County. We do have a few people from, say, Athens, from Madison, from Gwinnett County, a few people scattered around. But most of the things that you'll see here in the shop are made right here in Walton County. So please come. You're supporting local artists. They get the lion's share of your purchase. We only take a very small percentage that helps cover some of our overhead. We provide the bags and taxes and all that complicated kind of stuff. So it's a good deal for our artists. We're always in our artist corner trying to do the best that we can by them. So come see our shop. We do have our classes still going on. The Art ASAP, which is our after-school arts program, is taking a break, and they will start back in January with those classes. That's for ages 7 to about 13 or so. But most of our other classes are still ongoing throughout the holidays. So come see us, pick up a class list. Our next big event here is the member show, and we do have the form here to pick up with all the guidelines, all the information, policies that you need to enter the member show. Just sent out a newsletter today, and it's got lots of information about the member show. If you don't get our newsletter, give us a call here. We'll add you. Our phone number here is 770-207-8937. You can always check our website, monroewaltonarts.org, for information about what all we have going on here, special events and classes, the shows, etc. that we have going on. So come see us, and Merry Christmas.
Hi, and thank you for joining us today here at Walton County Senior Center. We're so privileged every year to have a group of seniors that come together and sing Christmas songs for us. And so today we want you to join in with us. They will be singing selections of Silent Night, Joy to the World, O Come All Ye Faithful, and Away in a Manger. The group is led by Frank Smith, and on the piano is Marie Watkins. So thank you for joining us today. And folks, y'all can go ahead. Thank you.
And our first number will be Silent Night, Holy Night, which is on page 439.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds wait at the side, glorious stream from thy afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love pure light, radiant beam from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Silent night, holy night, wondrous star, lit thy light, with the angels let us sing, hallelujah to our King. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
Now let us turn to page 442, which is Joy to the World.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive the King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and the nature sing. And heaven and the nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their souls implore, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy.
instructions on page 446, which is, "O come, all ye faithful."
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Oh, sing, all ye bright hosts of heaven above. Glory to God, oh, glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Yea, Lord, we greet thee, born this happy morning. Jesus, to thee be all glory given. Word of the Father, now in flesh appearing. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Now let us turn to page 449, "A Way and a Manger."
Oh, way in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle to watch the lullaby.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope we brought a little more holiday cheer your way. So we wish you all a very Merry Christmas!
We are the Yargo Community Concert Band from Winder, and we have some great Christmas music to play for you as we all wait for the parade to start. And we're going to begin with the Glacier Express, composed by Larry Neek, which celebrates the famous railway in the beautiful Swiss Alps. Well, thank you very much. Our next selection is a jazz treatment of some traditional Christmas carols. We Wish You a Merry Christmas, The Holly and the Ivy, and Good King Wenceslas, done in a way their composers probably did not have in mind. But it works pretty well, so here's the medley entitled A Jazzy Christmas. Thanks very much. Now we have a piece composed by David Foster with lyrics written by Linda Thompson Jenner. And this tune was originally recorded by David Foster with the late great Natalie Cole on vocal in 1990. Later, a version recorded by Amy Grant with an extra verse that she wrote was recorded in 1992, and it became a hit. And this song has since been recorded by many others, including Kelly Clarkson Here's the instrumental version of A Grown-Up Christmas List.
Right around this time of year, one of my boys
All right, thank you very much. Now, our next song is international in flavor. Joyeux Noël, and that is French for Merry Christmas. This is a medley of French Christmas tunes, and this piece actually celebrates the famous Christmas truce of 1914 during World War I. He needs to get that muffler tuned. He's quite flat. Well, to the folks who really speak French, please pardon my pronunciation, but here is Joyeux Noël.
Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Welcome to Hodges Family Dentistry at 1190 West Spring Street, Monroe, Georgia. Telephone number is 770-267-6318. Here at Hodges Family Dentistry, we provide an assortment of dental services like partials, dentures, extractions, cleanings, crowns, and complete mouth restorations. So please, come join the Hodges family. And from my family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Monroe. We are out here again on the Courthouse Square for our 21st or 22nd live annual live nativity. What a pleasure it is to be able to join with the community and just to do a presentation of what Christmas is really all about, the coming to the world of our precious Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And so we hope you could make it out and be with us, but God bless you. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. We're praying for you. God bless you.